Shouts out to all my soccer players out there in the world, man. Your boy Nyowoskillz.
What up, world? It's your boy Nyowo from Nyowoskillz.com. It's been a couple of weeks. Hadn't made a video, try to reach back out to you guys. I've got a couple of messages via, you know, my email and also YouTube. I appreciate all the love on YouTube, man. All you guys that like the video, you share the video, you add the video as your favorite. It makes me want to do more. You know, I feel like I've been a part of this game for a while, man. And my experience throughout the game, that's why I like to share with you, because I know there are, you know, soccer players out there, you know, all the Nyowoskillz, all the skills out there in the world, man. You guys are using it and it's helpful to you guys. At least that's the response you've given me. So I appreciate it. This is for one of my homies, man, that checked out one of the videos, and he asked me, he said, I have a tryout that's coming up. And he said, you know, he asked me for some advice on it, you know. Said sometimes he has butterflies that never seems to go away when the date is coming up and stuff like that. What does he need to do? He thinks he's a better player, but when he goes to the tryout, somehow he doesn't perform at the level that he's used to performing at. And some of the guys that make the team, he knows he's just as good or even better than them, but he just somehow don't make the team. And he doesn't blame the coach, he blames himself, which is very good, by the way. But, you know, he says it might be mental. It might be mental. You know, somehow something affects him that he's not able to perform at his highest level. One of the things is, the first thing I'll say, people apply too much pressure to themselves. You put too much weight on your shoulders, and that also has to do with your performance on the field. You know, you should go to each tryouts, anything like that. And it also has to do with life. Relax, okay? It's not the end of the world, okay? Some of the things that, for once, I always tell people, when you go into a big tryout, man, try not to tell the whole world. You know, we have Facebook, Instagram, and all this Twitter and everything else. The first thing people go to and they say, oh, go on there, I have this tryout coming out, I'm gonna beast it, I'm gonna kill it. All you just did was you just applied more pressure to yourself. Now, a group of friends of, you know, 800 to over 1,000, a couple of thousands of friends on that page, they just seen that, okay? Now they're holding you accountable. At least you think that is. Sometimes people can care less, but there might be a few who's gonna hold you accountable for that. They're gonna know the date because you posted a date on there and you say, I'm going to tryouts. So now, you know that, and you know a couple of people comment and say, good luck, I know you're gonna kill it, let us know when you make the team. So now you're thinking you have no other option but to make the team. You're applying more pressure to yourself. How about this? Try this. Don't tell anyone. It's big, you work hard, you train, you go running, just like I just did. You do all that you're supposed to do and prepare yourself for that, okay? And go out to the tryout, and when you make it, okay, when you do make the team, then you can come back and you can post it and say, I just beasted it out, I just got picked up, I'm a pro player, stuff like that. Or I just made this best team. But if you do it the opposite way around, and if you do not make the team, then you try to hide under a rock. You see what I'm saying? And you think everybody's thinking, oh man, this and that. And it affects you, because when you're in the game and you're playing, you at that tryout, you're thinking to yourself, what happens if I don't make it? Everybody else is gonna see me as a failure. Don't do that, okay? Then the next thing is, people, you take this too serious. It is serious, but it's not the end of the world, okay? These big tryouts, when you go to pro tryouts or the top teams or whatever, it's not the end of the world, okay? So you should see it as this. Before you go out, sometimes take a step back and look at your life. Look at all the real things and the real people you have in your life. Your family, for once. They'll love you for who you are. Your mom was changing your diapers when you shitted in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, your family love you for who you are. They've seen you hurt, they've seen you cry. They can care less what you have. At least the real ones, okay? So be grateful for what you have in your life, that even if you make this team or you do not make this team, it'll be no difference. The people who love you will continue to love you. If you have your girlfriend, okay, you have your wife, you have people in your life that love you, love them back. And be appreciative for them. So when you go to these trials, whether you make it, you don't make it, you can still walk off that field and your lady will be waiting for you, open arms, and say you did great. Even if you know you suck. But that's that support that you look for. It's genuine, all right? So then you feel to say to yourself, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I do. Whether I make it or I don't make it, the things that I love and is most important to me in my life is still gonna be in my life, you know? So I'm just gonna do what I love. And trust me, that's the time you perform at your peak level, when there's no pressure and you just coming out there to have fun. That's what the game is about, man. It's about having fun, all right? So those two things, I want you to keep that in mind. And do not come with that sense to say you're overconfident and say, I'm gonna be better than this and better than that, because there are people out there who going hard. As I'm making this video, working hard, busting their butt, and doing what they're supposed to do, be ready for that. So you should be doing the same. You should go hard until it's that time, okay? And another part is, you know, I want to talk to you guys about looking at it from a coach's perspective. Do your homework, all right? Research the team, research the style of playing, research the coach, all right? See, I have a couple of teams. I have 3 teams that I run, manage, and even play for, okay? What I look for in players, let me tell you, from what I do with Nyowoskillz, I know, listen, the numbers of players that I know from pro level to semi-pro to college level, top-notch players. So I can put a team together with just badass talent all over the place. But I don't do that because I know the style of play that I want for my team, and I know certain players, they can be as good, they can take on 10 people, would not fit that style of my team. So when I look for players, that's the type of players that I pick. That's how coaches see it. Coaches look for players on that level, okay? They look at you and they say, okay, this guy is big, he's fast, he's everything else. He might not have as good of a touch, he might not have a good of a dribble, but he's gonna fit this position that's gonna fit that style of my team. So when you do not make a team and you do not make a team, don't take it personal or anything of that sort. It's just what the coach is looking for. And I can tell you one secret, there are times where the team can say, oh, we're gonna have tryouts when they already have a full squad anyways. They're using you as a dummy and you're gonna come out there and you just be a player dummy. But they already have the squad and you just out there and you spend your money. Don't take it personal, man. Go out to every tryout, that's what it is. It's tryouts, you're ready, you're gonna come out there, you're gonna have fun. And you're gonna outperform them. If they do not pick you, it's their loss. That's how you see it. If you don't get picked, it's their loss. And you move on with life. Go on to the next tryout. It's like looking for a job, man. You're gonna go on a couple of interviews and you're not gonna get some, but then you're gonna get some, you might turn some down. And at the end of the day, you could end up with something of where you wanna be in a place that you love to be. Okay, so that's your boy Nyowoskillz. I hope it helps you guys, man. That's what it is, man. That's what I do for tryouts, and that's what you should do, man. Remember to subscribe to the video, the channel, YouTube. Follow me on my website. You know, become a member. Like I say, clothing line, everything. You check it out. Skills, hats coming out, the shirts, everything else, man. So shout out to all the skills worldwide. That's your boy Nyowo. Peace.
Boy, soccer.